Let's talk about like Dreamville questions and all of that. Hi, so I decided to split up the mukbang Q&A into 3 different parts because one video ended up being like 50 minutes long and I don't want to watch a 50-minute video, so I don't want you guys to either. So part 7 of the Tomorrowland series covers my global journey experience. So that's already been posted, and then here is the link to that. And then this video is going to cover my Dreamville experience. Okay, so first of all, what is Dreamville? So Dreamville is, hold on, the on-site accommodations for Tomorrowland. So everything from Magnificent Greens camping, easy tents, friendship packages, Montego to mansions, that's all considered Dreamville. And it's all spread out. So there is no like VIP or GA camping. There only is VIP or GA wristbands. Within the camping, like I had a VIP wristband, but I was in Magnificent Greens camping. So there's a difference in that. And then you can't go, so like as a person with the Magnificent Greens wristband, like I couldn't get into the Montego areas. So it is separate like that. In terms of like if there was a GA or VIP camping. I would say Dreamville is the ideal accommodation because you're in the madness 24/7. So like I've already mentioned, when my Dreamville accommodations that I preferred sold out, I could have got a hotel, but I was like, no, I want to be in Dreamville. It's my first Tomorrowland. I want to see what it's all about. And so even though I was in a really crappy tent, honestly, it's not even that bad. I just don't like camping. Let me just put that out there. I just don't like camping. If you love to camp, go to Magnificent Greens. Pitch your own tent. Do it. Okay, anyways, so even though I was in a tent, like I still loved everything or almost everything about Dreamville. So in Dreamville, you stay there for 4 days. You get there Thursday, and then you leave Monday morning. So in Dreamville on Thursday is something called The Gathering, which is the Tomorrowland pre-party, which was epic. Like there is a full-size stage within Dreamville, and like is this, like, how did my friend describe it? It's like it's the size of a regular stage at any other festival. Like that was so cool that we had that in Dreamville. The pre-party was epic. I'm so glad we did that. And then just to be able to just like walk around freely. I think that was really cool. Within Dreamville, there is everything you could think of, from like food vendors. So there was so much different food options, and that accommodates everybody. All sorts of different worldly cuisines: Italian, Israeli, Mediterranean, Asian, American, like everything. And then also for dietary needs as well, vegan options and vegetarian, like all of it. So the food was great in Dreamville. There's also a little market on site that carries everything as well. So like fruits and vegetables, bread, cookies, chips, canned goods, waters, drinks, for refrigerated items, things that you could cook, because there are grills on site that I saw within Magnificent Greens. And then the people that came with their own camping equipment, like could, if they had their own grill and stuff, could make food as well. How do you get lockers and food and things like that? So before you go, I think it's like 2 weeks out maybe, they have an add-on sale. So in the add-on sales where you can buy lockers, food packages, reservations to the restaurants within Tomorrowland at the festival. So I bought a large size locker, a breakfast package for all three mornings of the festival. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then a reservation to the Tomorrowland restaurant. So all of that cost me, I think, like 150 euros. So like right now as I make this, like euros and the USD are very similar. So you could say I spent like $150 on that as well. Okay, so are there lockers? Yes, and there were 4 different sizes of lockers. I bought my locker during the add-on sale, but you can buy them there on site. Except they did have a sign saying that all the small size lockers sold out. So if you want a small locker, I would suggest getting it during the add-on sale. They have small, medium, large, and extra large. I got a large. And so like a good way to describe it, like the sizes, is I had a friend ask, like, can you fit a laptop in there? The extra large, you can fit a laptop like laying down, but not standing up, I don't think. My large locker, you could fit one like sitting up, but not laying down, you know? So they do vary in like depth and width, but I didn't even need a large locker. I don't know why I got it. I could have been fine with a small because the only thing I kept in there was my clutch with my passport, ID, and money. What are the bathrooms and showers like inside? I have no idea what they look like on the other campsites, but in Magnificent Greens, the toilets are pretty nice. Like, they were flushable, they lit up. So, you know how like you go into a porta potty at night at a festival and it's all dark in there? No, like these are lit up, they flush. They were stocked pretty well with toilet paper. Like I never like had any run out on me, or I never went to one where it was run out. They stayed clean for the most part. Obviously it's a festival and people don't know how to act, so they did get nasty at times, but there were so many that it wasn't an issue. You did have to wait sometimes. Like I noticed in early morning when people were waking up, there was a line for the toilets. Also for the showers. So there were 2 different shower options. You could have access to the cold showers, which are out in the open. It's just like one big spout with all like different shower heads like right next to the bathroom. So those are the cold showers, and they're free at all times and they run at all times. So people would just go up there and shower in their like bathing suits or swimming trunks, whatever, and I'd take their shampoo and soap and all that. I never did that. Like I'm not gonna take a cold shower. And the warm showers you did have to pay, which is not any different than any other festival. So like I've done Electric Forest before, and where I paid for a upgraded ticket, which included showers, but like outside of that, like you still had to, like if you weren't in that section, you had to pay every time you used a shower. Like that's just normal. So the warm showers only ran certain hours of the day. So like during daytime hours, but then the nighttime, because like they wouldn't run all the time because like somebody had to be there checking people in or making sure that you paid. So they ran during daytime hours, which it got so long, like the lines, and then after the festival for like 2 or 3 hours. That's when I shower. I cannot go to bed with a sticky, sweaty, dirty festival body, so I'm not a dirt like some of you guys. Just kidding, no I'm not. So thankfully, because at Electric Forest, the showers were not opened at night, so I had to wait until the morning time. And they're pretty legit showers, like very private. Like you get your own little pod, and it's one of those like you have to keep pressing the button to keep turning it on, but not a big deal. And then within that, in the structure where all like the warm showers are outlets and stuff, so where you can plug in a razor or shave your face or curl your hair, straighten it, all of that. And also something else, like they play music up in that. So like, I just remember my last day in particular, probably because it was my last shower that I was going to take there, and they were playing techno, like it was so good. But they just run music throughout the showers at all the time, so it's nice. Like so you're just like, and they're like, like it was really cool. what was the weather like? So it was pretty nice for the most part. It didn't rain once when I was there, thank God. It didn't rain once. During the day, if you're in the direct sunlight or sitting in your tent, it was hot. So it was probably like 80 degrees. And let me just stop you there. If anybody's like, what, that sounds great. Because I've already had people tell me on TikTok, like, what? I've had a camp and blah, 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 blah. I don't care if anybody else's more extreme weather conditions. I don't like camping, so I don't care that somebody's had to camp at 100 degrees before. To me, it was hot in the sunlight. So if you weren't in the direct shade or if there was no breeze, like it was sweaty. So I took cover as much as I could, but it really wasn't that bad. And then at night, it got really cold. I didn't prepare for that. I think it got like in the 50s at night. I did not prepare for that. I only took one cardigan, which you could see through it, like it's so thin. So my friend Alyssa, thank you girl, like came through and like let me sleep in one of her hoodies every night. So pack accordingly, like check the weather. If it says it's gonna be in the 50s, 60s, below 70s, like take pants or long sleeves and things like that to stay warm at night. Because there's no free water in Dreamville or in Tomorrowland. No free water, no free refill stations, nothing. You have to buy all the water. So within Dreamville, they have water bottles that you can buy, or if you're buying from the food vendors, the water comes in cans, whatever. And then inside the festival, all the water came inside cans. So I just stocked up on water bottles within the camp, and then you can't even take that water in with you to the festival. They would make you empty it out. So you have to buy your own water in the festival too, which everything's pretty affordable anyway, so whatever, but no water. No free water. What would I do better about my Dreamville experience? For one, I wouldn't book a Magnificent Greens package again. Like I've already said, that was never my first choice. So no, I wouldn't do Magnificent Greens again. I didn't bring the proper charging banks. Like I had an old one from when I went to Electric Forest. I went in 2019. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was embarrassing. The way my voice sounded. I went to E-Forest in 2019 and the bank I bought for that was $5 at Walmart. I should have thrown it away last year. But so I took that with me, and then I bought a pack of 2 from Amazon for $20. Cheap. They all died within like one day. Thankfully, my friend Henry stayed in a hotel, so he was like, I can charge the banks for you girls. Alyssa came in clutch and brought like 8 different charging sources, so she didn't like need his help, and she actually came through for me and let me use one of her banks. So thank you for that. So take good quality charging banks. They do have places where you can charge your phone, I guess if you either stand in the bathroom or everybody's doing their hair. There is a like booth where you can go, but I guess you have to pay. But there was people always at it, so I'm like, I couldn't even imagine. And then the last day when I was at the Global Journey office, I saw people in there using all their electricity. So take good quality banks. And then I should have packed better weather. So that's the other thing I would do different. Like I would thoroughly check the weather and make sure I'm taking the proper attire.